I know what it is. I know what I was forgetting. Guys, this is so dumb of me.
Also, I'm filming with my backflash on, so I don't know how this will turn out.
Okay, guys, you might be, well, let's just move this a little bit here. You might be wondering, oh, it's just M again this episode. Yeah,
Okay, so my power is currently out. I can only have a fan going because it's summer in NC and we lose power a lot, even if we have the best power system in history. It just happens when we get thunderstorms and all that summer storm stuff. If you've seen our like early videos, I've lost power multiple times during those.
And she doesn't know when she's getting her power back on. So I said, it's no sweat. Don't worry about it. I got this. So it'll just be you and me. But we are going to preview the Austrian Grand Prix. Some notable news this week is that Carlos Sainz's dad has announced, this is not what I want. He announced that he is not going to be running for FIA president. So there's really no one that's challenging MBS, and that's great. We're gonna get more censorship between the drivers, and I really think that it's fine. Who cares what they say over the radio and in the press conference, honestly? Making it more family friendly, I don't understand that, because you see the NFL and those guys go off. Like, it's crazy. Now I do realize that there's a point where, like, in press conferences it kind of gets a little bit too much every now and then, but I think they should be fine to say whatever they want, and they shouldn't be having to censor themselves, what they're saying. I mean, yes, there's PR responses, and then there's just stuff that they should be free to say, and I think personally for me that's one of them. They should be allowed to say whatever. So Aston Martin started a new driver program. I can't remember what's his face who's joining it. Someone is. It's not Jack, so don't even say that it's Jack, because I know it's not. But they just announced that within the past day or two. And then Ferrari has some upgrades coming. I don't think that they're coming this week, but they are coming in the next couple of races. Same with Red Bull. I think Max and Yuki are going to actually run the same components. I'm pretty sure they did this past week, but now they're bringing upgrades, and those will be the same for each car, and like they're not gonna see the difference between the two on Max versus Yuki, Yuki versus Max, you know, that kind of thing. So it is what it is. So, in FP1, Alex Dunn is gonna drive for Lando, and Dino Beganovic is going to step in for Charles Leclerc. So, I mean, there's talk of George Russell going to Aston Martin, but again, anyone could be going to Aston Martin at this point. First we had Max, and now we have George. Honestly, I think that Mercedes will lock George down because they don't want him going elsewhere. I mean, but Toto and Max, you just never know with those guys, I'm telling you. But yeah, that's just a little bit of kind of what's going on this past week. I know Lando's stand for Silverstone, that's happening. People are really excited about that. That's next week. So we will have a video on that for you guys. So stay tuned. That's your little hint, hint, wink, wink to turn on our post notifications and subscribe. I'm not so sure. I feel like I might be missing something really big, but I can't really remember what it is. So there was not going to be a sprint in Austria this year. There was one last year, but there's not going to be one this year. So one less thing to worry about, one less podium prediction to make. But last year's top 3 were George, Oscar, and Carlos. This is because the infamous Max versus Lando, resulting in Lando not finishing the race because the damage was just too much to his car, and Max was able to pit for another set of tires, but I don't know if he ended up with a penalty or... Yeah, he did, because 2 of the points are expiring for that with Lando, so That's something to keep an eye on for this week. But top 3, third place, Carlos. Second place, Oscar. And first place, George. Here we go. So, Austria. The first Grand Prix here was in 1970. The circuit length is 4.318 kilometers. The number of laps is 71. The race distance is 306.452 kilometers. And the lap record is held by Kimi Räikkönen. That was set in 2018, a minute and 6 seconds, 957. So lit. Oh yes, this is a shorter lap. There's 3 really good straights with a pair of uphill right-handers, and then they go downhill, but yeah. Like a toboggan ride is what they're saying. Yes, so I don't know what that was. So anyways, from last week, we never updated our leaderboard for our podium predictions. So Julia and I both only got 1 point added to our totals because, sorry, I have a bug. I just killed it. Okay. Because we both had Lando. Nope. Because we both had George on our podiums. Julie predicted last week in Canada for it to be Lando, Oscar, and George, and I predicted Lando, George, and Fernando. So Julie's point total is now, and mine is 36. So I have a little bit of a gap, but not too big of a gap here. She could very well jump me this week. So, with that being said, I have not seen Julie's predictions yet, so I'm gonna put them in here. So with that being said, I have not seen anything to do with Julie's podium predictions or anything. So we'll see if ours are similar or not, and it will just be, I think this will be a little bit more interesting because normally we do them together, so we kind of like vibe off of each other. But that's not the case here. So, but I will let her do her podium predictions.
My predictions for the Grand Prix is usually I'd be more chaotic, but I'm kind of limited on what I can do because I don't want my phone today. I know for a fact the Williams is not that good for Carlos, so I'm not gonna say Carlos again. Sorry, I still have a cough from being sick a while ago. Honestly, I could say Oscar in first, George in second, because he won last time, so, and he's been doing pretty good. So I'm gonna say Oscar, George, and who do I want to put in third? I could say Lando, but I don't know anymore. So peek my Yuki shirt. I think I'm gonna go with, I don't know, because I want to say Lando. I really do, but I don't know anymore because McLaren is freaking up their strategies. I don't know. Probably Lando. I would say Carlos. Love you, Carlos. But I don't know anymore. So I'm gonna go with Lando. Sorry I couldn't be in the video this week. I would've, but my computer's dead and I have no power. So, even though you can hear a fan, I'm limited to what I have. So enjoy him, have fun, and I will see you hopefully sooner than later, and keep a lookout for the vlogs, because I'm excited to edit those when I have power. Anyways, love you.
Alright, and now my podium prediction. It's so weird, guys. Like, how do I even begin to predict what's gonna happen? Because there's no good way to base it off of last year's because of what happened, but I really wish that we did these after qualifying, but it's okay. It's okay. I think I am going to go George in third place, Max in second place, and Lando in first again. I know, I have a feeling that Julie might have put Lando in first, because I think she favors Lando over Oscar. But I don't know, I feel like this is redemption for last year for Lando again. The way that the race finished for him last season, I think he'll come in with a little bit of vengeance this week, and they'll make for an interesting time. And I think that Red Bull, with the upgrades that they're potentially bringing, that will make an improvement on their car. And I really should put Oscar on the podium, but I don't know. George is just Mr. Reliable at the moment, sitting in the third through fifth. So I have to stick with George for third, I think. Maybe something will happen to Oscar's car that we don't know about. Yeah. But the B reel just went off, so I'm gonna quick take that in a hot second. But guys, we're still trying to get to 500 subscribers, and I know you can get us to 500. So please subscribe to our channel. We are still doing that giveaway. So the sooner we get there, the sooner you might have a better surprise waiting for you, you know? Check out the links in the description for our other social media pages, and be on the lookout for our Club World Cup vlog. We did do a vlog. We're in the process of editing it. We just have so much to edit, and we're going through it, but we are getting to it. So stay tuned for that. Turn on your post notifications so you get that when we upload that, and stay tuned for some of our live videos.